She disappeared 25 years ago. Now authorities have named a suspect in the disappearance of college student Tiffany Sessions and are searching for her body.
We're looking for a very small needle in a very big haystack.
Tonight, the new developments in this case and the ties her now suspected killer has to the Bay Area.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Wendy Ryan.
And I'm Brendan McLaughlin. It's one of Florida's most mysterious missing person cases, but now 3 days shy of the 25th anniversary of Tiffany Sessions' disappearance, there is a new push to figure out exactly what happened to her. As our Ashley Glass reports, a serial killer is now the prime suspect in this case.
The sheriff here in Gainesville now telling me she is certain she knows who killed Tiffany Sessions. The University of Florida student disappeared 25 years ago.
Authorities led to this wooded area in Gainesville to search for Tiffany's remains, brought here after naming Paul Rowles as their prime suspect. He died last year in prison. The sheriff says Rowles dumped another woman's body here, so this was the logical place to look for Tiffany. Authorities named Rowles as their prime suspect after finding a diary in his prison cell after he died, with the date Tiffany was last seen written in it. I spoke to Tiffany's brother about these new developments. He was just 17 years old when Tiffany disappeared.
It's difficult. It brings back a lot of memories that aren't good ones from when I was younger.
I just want everybody to know that it's been a 25-year struggle, and it would be nice to be able to put her to rest.
Authorities have been digging here for weeks and tell me no sign of Tiffany Sessions. Tiffany's mother now lives in the Bay Area in Valrico.
She has this plea for everyone to take a look at newly released photos of Paul Rowles and call in any tips. I posted those photos right now at abcactionnews.com. In Gainesville, Ashley Glass, ABC Action News.
Tiffany Sessions, meanwhile, suspected killer, committed violent crimes against women throughout the state of Florida. In 1972, Paul Rowles murdered Linda Fita in Miami. In 1989, Sessions disappeared in Gainesville. And in 1992, Elizabeth Foster was killed. Rowles' DNA was linked to Foster's murder, but he was never charged. And in 1994, Rowles kidnapped a 15-year-old neighbor in Clearwater. Our Carson Chambers has been looking into that time Rowles spent in Pinellas County. Carson, what have you found?
Well, we dug up these reports here at the courthouse. They say that Paul Rowles moved to Pinellas County in 1985 after he was paroled for that Miami murder. He bounced around Pinellas County and also North Florida, but his last victim, as far as they can tell, was in Clearwater, and she was lucky to get away. How old was the victim?
15 years old.
Paul Rowles is the prime suspect in the Tiffany Sessions disappearance case. But the sex predator and convicted murderer was also convicted of kidnapping and raping a Pinellas County teen who was his neighbor.
Apparently she was sleeping in her bed. When she woke up, he was over the top of her bed and basically forced her and took her with her. He bound and gagged her.
And he had a knife.
Correct.
1994 reports say Rowles was moving into this Clearwater apartment complex on Auburn Street to get back together with his ex-wife when he kidnapped the teen, raped her, and threatened to kill her.
The girl, at some point, was able to make a phone call and let her relatives know that she had been kidnapped.
A Pinellas County Sheriff's Office spokesperson says the teen escaped to a neighbor's house and got help. In July of 1994, Rowles was convicted and sentenced to 19 years in prison. And while Rowles was serving those 19 years in prison, DNA linked him to another Gainesville college student's murder. Beth Foster's body was found, but he was never prosecuted for that murder. Live in Pinellas County, I'm Carson Chambers, ABC Action News.